Hello everyone and welcome back to my Flight Sim World. I'm Dave Peoples, and yes, it's been a while, I know, but I was in the process of getting a new simulator and trying to learn the interface and all the things you have to learn when you get a new simulator. But I think my learning curve is finished now, at least I hope, but anyway. I hope you enjoyed some of the views of London, which I gave you just before we came on board. And when we finish our flight today in Dublin, I will show you some more views of Dublin, and hopefully you will enjoy those as well. This is the first leg to our journey of Around the World tour, and I hope everyone will follow along with us on our journey around the world. How long is this going to take? I don't know. How many destinations we're going to stop at? I don't know. I'm just going to play it by ear. We'll take it one at a time. But it won't be finished until we arrive back in the United States, whenever that is. So I hope you get a lot of enjoyment out of our Around the World tour. And as of right now, we're going to get inside this beautiful Airbus A320, the British Airways. Of course, we're in London, so we got to have a British Airways livery here, just to pay our tributes to the Brits and their aviation. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to get inside and let's get going. Okay, this is the default Airbus A320 that came with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and it's fairly easy to operate. It's not complicated at all. So, and in doing the Around the World tour, I wanted to make things less complicated. So, first thing we gotta do is start the batteries. And as soon as I start the batteries here, we got enough juice to turn on APU. I'm going to go ahead and start the APU. It'll take it just a moment or two to become available, and when it does, I'll hit the APU bleed. This must be on in order to start the engines when you get ready to start the engines, or you won't be able to. I think it's about ready. I heard the bell. There we go, available. I'm go ahead and hit the APU bleed. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the pumps, so when we're ready to get started, we won't have a problem starting the engine. So I'll go ahead and do some housekeeping here and turn on some lights. Get some lights to the upper panel. Turn on the no smoking and seatbelt signs. And that's all we got to do upstairs for right now. Now we'll go over and look at the CDU. Like I say, it's very simple. It's not complicated at all. In order to save time, I went ahead and put in the flight plan into the Microsoft Flight Simulator flight plan. And when you do that, it kind of puts a lot of the stuff in the CDU for you. As you can see, it's got our route that we're going to and from London to Dublin, and then it has other information. But if you go over here to performance, we will have to enter the flaps. It does not enter the flaps. We will be doing flaps 2, and I'll go ahead and enter that there. We have enough fuel for today, so we really don't have to worry about that. It's only 200 and some odd miles from here to Dublin, so it's a very short flight. It doesn't take very long. So that's all we need to do there. Radio navigation, we can go ahead and put in the radio navigation frequency for Dublin, which is 111.35. We'll put it there. and we will put it there, and it's the ILS frequency, so we'll just put it here also. And that's all we need to do, really. Now if you check the flight plan, all the waypoints are already there. Like I say, I entered the flight plan via the Microsoft flight planner, and everything is virtually there. So that's all we need to do there. We can come down here, we'll turn on the floodlights, and we'll turn on the intricate lights, the main panel lights, and we'll go over, we'll go ahead and give it 2 flaps, flaps 2, and we're going to take the parking brake off, because now we're going to go back up and we are going to call the pushback. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. There we go. See the pushback truck coming, so he's going to push us back. And while he's getting ready to do that, we can go ahead and load up the AP. We're going to be flying 28,000 feet today. Whoa, this thing loads up fast. So 28,000 feet at 2,000 feet per minute's good. And speed. Our speed, we'll put it in for 250 for right now. But I'm gonna stop and look outside so I know when to tell him to quit pushing us back. We got a few scattered clouds here today, but other than that, I think the weather will be okay between here and Dublin. We shouldn't have a problem with that. He's okay, just about back where I want him to stop. Alright, that's good enough. Now I can go back in and we'll finish putting in the speed. Alrighty, speed's in. We'll give this to 20. We'll put in our waypoints. And if we back out, you will notice, there we go, the waypoints are there, and there is our flight plan already generated. So we're basically ready to go, but I gotta start the engine, so we don't have to do anything up there. We just come here, and I'll turn this over so we can start our engines. Turn this to the right. We'll start engine 2 first. We'll let it come up. All spooning up there. So that's good. We'll go back in and let's start engine 1. Start engine 1. And when engine 1 gets started up here, we will turn off the APU. Because we won't need it anymore. So I hope everyone enjoyed your summer. I enjoyed mine. It's hard to believe it's over already, but life goes on, right? As soon as the engine gets up here, we'll go ahead and turn off the APU. I will turn on the flight director switch here. Better do that. Don't want to forget to do that. Put on some more lights over here. Turn on a few more lights. There we go. Okay, we're up and going, so I'm going to turn off the APU. We'll just go ahead and turn off the bleed, turn off the master, and that's all there is to it. There's nothing else we need to do. Everything's taken care of. We will turn on our landing gear lights because we are taking off. Alrighty. So now I'm going to taxi out of here and get ready for takeoff. We'll be taking off runway 27, so we're right here at the end of it almost, so it won't take us but just a moment or two to get down to the end of the runway. Here we are approaching 27 right. This is where we'll be taking off. Okay, we'll sit here momentarily and get our clearance and we should be ready to go. So as soon as we get that, I will rejoin you. Okay, we're ready to go now, so I'm just gonna pull out on the runway here and get set for takeoff. Ready to go. Let's give it toga and get out of here. Toga. V1, rotate. V2, positive rate, gear up. Turn on the autopilot. Back off on the speed. Flaps up. Nice climb. We are getting to our cruising speed, and now for our 2,000 feet per minute climb. Well, we're up and we're on our way to Dublin. I will give you some different views here now, the aircraft, from in and out, and then I will join you right as we're on our final approach into EIDW Dublin, Ireland. So I will join you again pretty soon. Okay, I gave you some views and I'm going to let you go, and I will join you when we are on our final approach into Dublin. Okay, we're almost to the point that we'll be making our final approach into Dublin. It is slightly overcast here with some ground clutter. I am currently at 2,500 feet. We'll soon be approaching our waypoint turn. There is ground clutter here, so we will be ILS landing until I get through the ground clutter, and if I get through it and it clears up, then I'll take over the aircraft. But for precautions, we'll do ILS, but we'll be coming up on our turn momentarily. Okay, we're almost to our waypoint turn. The ground clutter has immensely gone away. We can see the coast of Ireland here, and we will be making our waypoint turn any moment, and I will do a few things to get us ready for landing. Okay, making our turn. I'm going ahead and select approach and LS to get us on our ILS frequency glide slope pattern. This diamond here will come over to the center when we are aligned. It's almost centered, and of course when this diamond here gets to the center mark here, it will capture our glide slope, and I probably will take it off of CDU controlled flight. When I get closer to the runway, I'll take control of the aircraft. Clouds reflecting in the water below. The needle is starting to drop, and I can't see the runway yet, but I know it's there. You just have to have a little faith in things. Okay, I'm gonna back out on the speed now. Get down to 140. We've captured the glide slope. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it full flaps for landing. And I will drop the landing gear. See the island to the left of us, and I can start to see the runway now. So when you can see it, it makes you feel a little bit better about things. Okay, reached the outer marker. You can hear the beep. See all the green fields here in Ireland. Beautifully green. This part of Ireland is a little flat, but it has its hills, trust me. Okay, I'm gonna take over the aircraft now.
300. 200. 100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Okay, we are down. Reverse thrust has been out. And now it's turned off. We will turn in this first taxiway here. Welcome to Dublin, Ireland, folks. Unfortunately, the gates are way down at the other end. So I will join you when we get back down at the gate. Okay, we're at the gate. I'm going to get turned in here and parked. Look outside so I can see when to stop. Almost there. I think that's about it, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna look inside. I'm gonna set the parking brake. Okay, we can go back outside now and just see how close we are. Pretty close, that's good enough. And now I'm gonna have them attached to Jetway. And have them, there comes the Jetway. Put the speed brakes down, put the flaps up. Okay, the Jetway is attached, and welcome to Dublin, Ireland. And I'm going to show you a replay of the landing, and then I'm going to show you some beautiful scenery of Dublin itself right around sunset. So I'm going to leave you now, and I will join you on our next flight, wherever that is. And from my Flight Sim world, this is Dave Peoples, and so long. Well, there you have it, folks. That's a replay of the landing, and now I'm going to show you some sights around Dublin, and I'll see you next time on my Flight Sim World.